Hello, listeners.
Hello, listeners.
And that.
Welcome to a FrithCast XL from Asgardian Heathen Camp.
Indeed. You might want to speak up a bit.
In the middle of Staffordshire, very rainy, wet Staffordshire that you can hear in the background.
Yep.
Is it raining? Which it has done pretty much since we arrived at the gates of the site. It started raining.
This is not one of our, like our authentic, fully authentic, like campfire sound effect. This is not a fully authentic sound effect.
This is fully authentic sound.
This is actually, yes, genuine rain on a genuine tent.
Yeah. So the tent has gone up.
Yep.
Everything is wet.
Yes.
This one is wet, and this
This
one is wet,
yes.
and this one. All of these are wet.
Do you know who I am?
So.
No, I'm his boss.
We've arrived on site about 3 hours ago.
Yes.
There are probably a couple of hundred people here already. Everybody is already pretty awesome.
Stalls?
There are stalls. There is a full plan of workshops. There's a whole traders section, which is quite nice.
There's a mead stall?
There is a mead stall. So we've had a wander around that this afternoon after we set up, which was quite nice.
Including the mead stall?
Thank you.
Sorry.
They got that. It's fine.
Just, it's a highlight.
I know it's a highlight. They're there. So we haven't said who we are.
Hello.
Do you think they know who we are?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably we can't afford to assume these things.
We can't.
That would be assumptive. That's not even a word, is it?
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, that. Do you want to start?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll try and talk to you over the rain, which is getting a bit louder as
Yeah.
we carry on.
We might have to do some editing.
Yeah,
We might
a
have
little
to,
bit, and boost our own voices at this rate. I'm Suzanne. I'm one of the UK ambassadors for TAC,
You might have to.
coming to you from a very, very rainy campsite in Staffordshire.
Yeah. You might have to wait a minute
Yeah.
until it eases off,
Okay.
and then record some more.
All right. Well, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
I don't know whether you can hear me properly. I'm Kate. Who am I?
Not an ambassador for TAC.
I'm not an ambassador for TAC. I'm some passing druid who's got no idea what they're doing in the middle of a camp full of heathens, and feel somewhat out of place. No,
You'll be fine.
no, not really.
You'll be
No,
lovely,
they're lovely people. They've been lovely people so far, and I've been getting tested on my gods. Well,
You
not my
have?
gods. I've been getting tested on the gods. The
Norse gods.
The Norse gods. Yes.
Yes.
By people doing like artworks and things.
Mm.
And I didn't know that Frey had a boar.
Yes.
I didn't know that because I'm ignorant.
He looks just like his picture.
One might say, hang on, are you sitting down? Sit
I am.
down. One might say I'm pig ignorant.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah, well,
That was so very bad.
it had to be done.
Okay, fine, it had to be done. So, we're hoping that the rain will cease later on in the evening and we can actually go out and say hi to people rather than having to run from tent to tent. And just kind of try and stay dry.
Yeah.
Most things we have brought with us are wet.
Yes.
It is a kind of a running theme at the moment, but apparently this will dry up in a few hours and we can actually go out and about.
Yeah, well,
And say hi to people.
In fairness, we can go out and about now.
We can.
It's just we'll get rained on doing it.
Very rained on.
So tell me about this. I'm here. Obviously, I know.
You are.
But I'm doing narrative. What's it? I'm
Exposition.
doing exposition. That's what
Yes.
I'm doing. I'm being the audience
Thingy.
substitute. I'm doing vicarious something or other. I don't know. Anyway, tell me about the Asgardian Heathen Festival.
It's a festival that heathens have, where everybody gets together and has a jolly lovely time for 3 days.
And there's a mead stall. Did I mention it?
You did. It's fine. Calm.
Okay.
Calm. Calm.
All right. Well, I just thought it would be useful to sort of say, to our friends out there,
Yes.
who are listening or might be listening,
There's a mead stall.
There is a mead stall. There's also a burger van that does a lovely selection of vegetarian burgers, veggie burgers, and things.
There's a technical term for them. The rain's now
It's
getting
raining.
a whole lot heavier. You
It's
can
raining.
probably hear it. So, where this is your FrithCast reporters in a tent in a field in Staffordshire,
Yep.
getting rained on.
I was basically just going to say, I mean, technically, I'm talking quietly because technically we're in the quiet
We are.
site, the quiet campsite, bit of
Yes,
the campsite.
yeah.
It's divided into 3. There's one at the top at the main sort of event thing,
Just across from the main marquees.
where all the stalls are, and that's the place where there's like the beer tent,
There's a bar.
which is not the same as the mead stall, that's different. But there's the beer tent, the bar, there's like the event area and that kind of thing, and that's where it's expected that there's going to be some volume later on. Carousing, quaffing, that sort of thing.
The occasional quaff.
Yeah, and then a little bit further abroad, not abroad, but I mean further you know, away from the thing.
Further distant.
There's a little bit of a quieter bit,
Yes.
which is fairly quiet but still within easy reach.
a mid-noisy bit.
Mid-noisy bit, and then there's our bit, which is really, really quiet, so shh, shh.
It's also about as far away from the main camp as we can get.
It's nearly in Warwickshire.
It's not nearly in Warwickshire.
I've no idea where Warwickshire is from here. I think it's that way.
It's that way?
Yeah.
We'll go that way then.
Okay.
Or not, because we're already here. So we just wanted to say hi and hello.
Hello.
We've arrived on site. Hopefully
We parked the car miles away.
later on it will stop raining and we can get out and meet some people and say hi, and we will let you know what happens.
Yeah, we will. So yeah, I'd say have a good evening. Obviously, you're not going to get this until we actually
Get back
and edit
upload
it in and
edit
post it up.
Yeah.
But this is. Hang on. What day is it?
Friday.
Friday the 28th of July. So we hope you had a really good Friday the 28th of July.
We did.
No, we hope they did.
We hope they did.
Our friends who are listening.
Are they?
Yeah,
Will they be? They will be.
they will be.
They will be. Not right now.
You're supposed to be a fan of Doctor Who. Can you not do tenses?
I can't do time if I'm a fan of Doctor Who. And on that point, we will let you just listen to the rain for a minute or two, just so you can get the total ambience of where we are. Ambience and what's going on.
Okay.
And we will talk to you in a bit.
Alrighty. Listen.
Well,
Yeah.
good evening. It's 10 o'clock at night. The rain is still raining.
It's eased off a bit.
Yeah, it's
Been a rather rainy first day, hasn't it?
just a little bit of a rainy first day. It's now been raining for 9 hours straight.
9 hours.
9 hours of rain.
I mean, obviously, you know, we praise the rain,
We do praise the rain,
you know.
but not when we're out in it.
No.
No.
I'd rather respect it and revere it from a distance.
Inside double glazing.
See, the thing about Druids, and you know, I don't mean to hog the limelight here,
Yeah.
but the thing about Druids is a lot of them traditionally come from Wales. Well, they don't come from Wales, but the traditions are associated with Wales and the west of England and Cornwall. Yeah, I mean, obviously they crop up all over Gaul and you know all over sort of northern Europe. But basically, what I'm getting at is they basically live in the rain. So I really ought to be whinging about this, but by God,
No.
it's been rainy.
It has been very rainy. If you can hear a kind of thumpy, drummy noise going on in the background. It might be quite quiet at the moment because they've just finished one song, they're about to go into another one.
Yeah.
That would be the sound of the fabulous Serpentine and about 200 heathens getting their very soggy groove on.
Soggy mead, mead-sodden groove on.
Mead-sodden groove on. It has certainly been an experience this first day.
Why are they all meaded up, shall we say?
They are probably, if they know what's good for them, very, very meaded up. Because it is freezing cold and raining.
Mind
and
you,
has been for 9 hours.
We've had a spot ourselves.
We might have had a spot ourselves. Earlier this evening there was an invitation to Blot, and it rained all the way through.
It did. It rained like a monster.
An absolute monster. So we had the very singular experience of 200 heathens shouting and yelling praises to the gods and the land spirits and the ancestors.
Yeah.
In sheeting rain, in the middle of a forest clearing.
It was fabulous.
It was fabulous.
It was fabulous, and I was surprised how loud it was.
There was the occasional bit of loudity. How did you describe it earlier?
Mead and shouting.
Mead and shouting.
Yeah.
There was mead and there was shouting, so I figured it was a fairly accurate description. But it was a very powerful experience, I think, for me.
Yeah.
To be stood. I did get sort of a thought hit me as we came stomping across, squelching across a very, very muddy, what is now a very muddy field. And that is that while I'm here, I'm in a whole field full of people and I don't have to explain anything. I'm so used to saying a term or a name and then having to take a breath to explain what that means.
Yeah.
And while we were in conversation with some of the traders today, I caught myself about to do that. And I thought, no, actually, here I don't.
Don't need to.
Here I don't need to at all.
Yeah.
And it feels amazing, if soggy.
Oh, it's good.
And amazing. So this is us signing off for this evening. And hopefully we'll put some more recordings together through tomorrow and Sunday. We're hoping to attend some of the workshops and a bit more of the musical entertainment in the evening. Tomorrow there's a recitation of Beowulf, or at least part of it.
In half an hour?
In half an hour?
I mean, how do you do Beowulf in half an hour?
We did it in like 11 minutes. So, you know, we didn't use all the proper words.
No.
Technically. So we're going to be quite interested to see that. And there are a couple of the other workshops that have caught our eye, so hopefully we will report back tomorrow and let you know how they've gone.
In the event that you're listening to this at some point in the future when we've edited it and put it up, and it's available, and you're thinking to yourself, why didn't they live stream? You know, why didn't they go live on Facebook like they said they might? Did we say we might?
We were thinking about it.
We
might do
it. I don't know
once it dries up tomorrow. We might live stream a bit of it.
You see, that's one of the problems. I mean, don't get me wrong. Rain can be very picturesque.
It can, but right now it's sheeting it down and has been for 8 hours.
Yeah, when it's dripping in through 2 layers of your tent, you're sort of starting to think, okay, not so picturesque at the moment.
No, absence of picturesque at the moment.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
The other thing is the fact that there's barely any signal here.
We are out in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
We can see fields and we can hear the occasional cow and horse. Can't often see them, but we are out in the middle of nowhere. It's very nice. It's a lovely sight. For
some reason, Giffgaff have decided not to bother with this particular area.
I can't imagine why. There's like no people here normally. It's just fields.
Incidentally, other phone service providers are available.
Oh, other phone service providers are available.
Oh, why we do that? We're not the BBC.
Yeah, we'd be fine. So, this is us signing off for our first night.
Indeed.
At Asgardian Heathen Camp, and we will talk to you all again tomorrow.
Indeed. Good night.
Good night.
surprise FrithCast interview.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
First thing in the morning.
Good morning, first thing in the morning.
Just woken up.
Just woken up.
It stopped raining. And we're being very quiet because it's first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And
there's birds and...
There's birds.
Cows and sheep.
And the occasional clatter of people moving about. So.
Yeah. So we think there must be other people starting to raise up and about.
Yeah. But anyway, it's forecast quite good for today.
In theory.
In theory. Although it's still a bit overcast. But yeah, I tell you what, you interview me instead, because you I clearly don't know what I'm doing.
Okay. Well, generally with an interview, you ask somebody questions.
Okay.
Listen to their answers.
But quietly, because we're on the quiet side and it's first thing in the morning. So I don't know. What can I ask you? There must be a thing I can ask you. Would you like some breakfast?
Yes.
Yes. What would you like for breakfast?
I don't know. Not sure what choices we've got at the moment.
Okay. Well, I don't know when the snap wagon opens.
Oh, we've got...
Could I have a hot dog for breakfast?
No, I don't think I could have a hot dog for breakfast.
Okay. We've got some eggs.
Eggs is good.
We've got some crisps.
They're good too.
We could have eggs and crisps for breakfast.
Well planned.
That'll be perfectly good.
Balanced, nutritious meal.
Definitely. Again, as previously said, we can't live stream because I've got zero signal at all. We could video.
Yes.
We could video like the route from here to the site and just have a quick swipe round the site so people could see what it looks like.
We could.
We did plan this. We've planned this in advance, obviously.
We have. That's why you said surprise.
Surprise interview.
Surprise interview right at the beginning.
Okay. Right. I'll stop now then.
Okay.
And we'll go and work out hot dogs and crisps for breakfast, I think.
Hot dogs and crisps. It was eggs and crisps.
Hot dogs, egg and crisps.
Okay.
Yeah, full English.
Full English what? I ain't no full English where I'm from.
Full English distortion. Distortion of the concept of breakfast.
Yeah. Interpretation there, I think.
Good night, everybody. We'll talk to you again soon.
Good night?
Good morning. It's night somewhere.
I know it's night somewhere.
Round planet.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye.
Well, it's now late Saturday lunchtime.
It's 14:44.
14:45. It's 2:45.
Mm.
When did... Oh, mind you, I guess heathen time works the same as pagan time.
I guess.
It just does work. So we thought we'd give you a bit of an update as to what we've been up to this morning.
Right. We've been right up to the top of the side.
We have, and as you can hear, the rain has stopped.
Yay.
Yay, the rain has stopped.
It carried on a little bit this morning.
It did. It had a bit of a sputter.
Despite the internet telling it wouldn't, and that's, let me tell you, that's undermined my faith quite a bit to find that something on the internet wasn't true. I don't know how I'm going to cope.
It's all right.
How I'm going to move on from this.
Breathe. It's fine. And there we go.
Okay.
It's okay. So we just thought we'd give you a bit of an update as to what we've been up to this morning. Our first talk this morning was a lady called Elaine who was talking about being a cunning woman. So this is what, before James the First?
Yeah, it would be the sort of traditional.
Is that 15th, 16th century?
She said. I mean, she did say that they would do things differently before James the First and after James the First because the attitude of the church towards certain things changed during that particular reign.
Yeah, so she took on the persona of a cunning woman,
Mm-hmm.
a wise woman, and talked us through things like witch bottles, charms, preventatives, written charms.
Yep.
and charms based in objects. Some of the curses and cursing tablets that have been found.
Lead cursing tablets, very similar to the Roman tradition.
Yeah, and led us through things for toothache.
Yes.
Things how to tell if you'd been elf shot.
Yep. Hagstones.
Hagstones, so that you could see if you could see anybody around you that was an elf or was using a glamour to hide their real appearance.
You take a hagstone, which is a stone with a natural hole through it.
Yes.
Because it doesn't work if you just drill a hole through one.
No.
Okay, so it's got to be natural. And then you can peer through it and it will strip glamour from anybody who's been glamoured.
Yes.
So anybody who is actually a fairy or elf.
Yes.
Or similar beastie.
Yes, so she talked a lot about, the preventative measures that people used. And then went into some of the evidence for curses that was used. So it was a really, really interesting hour and a half this morning.
That is to say, evidence that people used to use them,
Yes.
not evidence that they used to work.
Yes, sorry. Yes, people used to use them. And then we sat through a rendition of Beowulf.
We did.
In 30 minutes.
30 minutes, like anybody could do Beowulf in 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's a long saga, but it was quite entertaining.
In fairness, they did do it in 30 minutes.
They did do it in 30 minutes.
And rather well.
Rather well done, quite entertaining, and did get the crowd booing at the dragon and cheering for Beowulf.
Yeah.
There was
a whole lot of hailing going on.
There was a lot of hailing going on. The constant running joke this weekend, it seems to be, especially with the story of Beowulf, was hail the safety gods.
Yes.
Hail and safety.
Hail and safety.
Hail and safety.
Hail and safety.
So this has now become a thing, which is, I don't know, maybe you just have to be here, but it's hilarious. As soon as somebody yells it, everybody yells it.
Authentic heathen sound effect.
Authentic heathen sound effect. Kat and I were discussing earlier, with a helicopter coming overhead, whether the Son of Thunder may now use a helicopter because the sound was very similar to travelling, and
yeah.
I think that might bear some very sober thought as to how the gods have changed their modes of transport and their things into the society we have now. But Thor in a helicopter appears to me to be a very entertaining understanding, because it makes the same sound, and the sound travels when he travels. I have to think about this some more, but at the moment it's a little fledgling seed of an idea that I thought I'd throw out there, and
you have a little mini squadron of them. They will be thunderous, won't they?
Yeah, that was.
Oh, and if anybody's interested, the best I could tell from down here, that was a Cessna 152.
Of the little plane.
Yeah.
Oh bless! It's a flying bedstead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we took a walk back down through the traders' tents this afternoon. So we'll share in the description and the links, like we usually do. We'll share some of the links to some of their sites.
Yep.
Or some of the artwork and some of the things that we've seen here in the traders are just the beautifully amazing pieces of artwork, pieces of statuary. There's everything from painting to pyrography, and I don't know what that was.
Oh, that was the wilderness bird.
Yeah.
It's the one they always use in Hollywood.
Yes, the whole kind of wilderness hawk sound.
Yeah.
That, I think, was a random bird passing thing going on, but it's okay. So,
pyrography.
yes.
Carving.
There are painters here, there are carvers here, there are people using a pyrography, wood burning as an art form. We've seen people who work in horn, in bone. There's a blacksmith on site with a forge.
Yeah. His is a warm stall.
His is a very, very warm stall because he has a hot coal forge in the back of it, and he's selling, not folded, because we had a good long conversation about how he makes his knife blades.
He doesn't fold them, but he does absolutely everything else.
Yes, twists them and
laminates them.
Yeah, does all manner of stuff, and the knife blades are gorgeous and well out of my price range, but gorgeous.
We'll make you one.
Thanks, Joe.
Set up a forge at home, it'll be fine.
So
What could possibly go wrong?
everything could possibly... Well, officer, this is what we were doing. We were just having a go. No. So I might have accidentally bought some new statuary for my altar because reasons, and they looked amazing.
They were good work.
Really, really good
Good work.
works. There are traders here selling jewellery, pendants, earrings, clothing, t-shirts, hoodies, tunics. Oh, what else?
Oh, everything. Bracelets,
Yeah.
bags, boxes, you name it.
Yes, so for that aspect alone, it's wonderful to be able to come and have everything.
Mead! There's
Heathen
somebody
mead.
selling
There
mead.
is a mead stall here, yes. They have got cherry mead,
They have.
which we might have to go and sample later.
Might we?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
oh good.
I did not have rum in my coffee this morning.
She did definitely have rum in her coffee this morning.
Only a little bit. Just to, set me up for the day.
Yeah, okay. So, in about an hour and a half's time, we are going to go see a lovely lady called Jenny Blaine, who is going to talk whites and weird for about an hour and a half, which I'm thoroughly looking forward to.
Different sort of weird, though.
Different sort of weird.
The Norse weird.
The Norse
as opposed to the other weird.
Yes, well, probably a bit of that as well, to be fair.
Well, you never know.
Um,
Presume the concepts are related.
Now the rain has dried out, most people's guy ropes are covered in soggy clothing trying
Yes.
to get it to dry.
Yeah.
So we will catch up with you in a little while once we've done Jenny Blaine.
Yep.
We'll report back on the things that she's had to say.
Mhm.
And hopefully some of the evening planned entertainment as well.
Indeed.
So we'll talk to you in a bit. Good evening, listeners.
Hello and good evening.
Hello and good evening. This is Saturday evening.
Yes.
You join us on Saturday evening.
It's 1947.
It's 1947.
Well, it's-
106 miles to Chicago and we're wearing sunglasses.
Oh my God.
Smite it.
We get smited. We got a full tank of gas and half a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just wanted to give you a bit of an update on the fabulous lecture that we've just attended,
Yes.
which was an hour and a half of listening to a lovely lady called Jenny Blaine
Yep.
talk about whites, WIGHTS,
Yeah.
that kind of whites, not the magnolia kind of whites, the other kind of
Indeed.
whites.
Indeed.
Whites in heathenism and spirituality and interconnectedness between ourselves and animals, plants in this realm and the worlds, and they kind of blew my mind for about an hour and a half.
Yggdrasil.
The Yggdrasil and how everything is connected. Yeah. Mind blown, basically,
Definitely.
for me.
It was quite interesting to hear talk of human people and
Yes.
non-human people, which is an interesting idea that I've run into before. So not only the speaking about weird and the fates of individual people,
Yes.
but not only referring to the weird of humans,
Human children. Yeah.
but the weird of, as the example she was giving was dogs, hedgehogs,
Grass.
grass.
Wasps.
Yeah.
We found a lot of wasps.
Did you say marigolds or something?
Yes, and marigolds.
Marigolds.
And whites being beings with an agenda, with a purpose, with a distinctive goal to each of them, and
Even if their goal is only to grow.
yes, to
And
grow,
bloom.
to flower, to create seeds, and to die, to let the next generation grow. Yeah, it was quite, for an hour and a half of interconnectedness, it kind of blew my mind a lot, and I've said that like 3 times now. It's because it did. There was quite a lot of mind-blowing stuff that went on, so we just thought we'd give you a quick update. We'll bob some links into the description as we usually do.
Yep.
We've just settled down for a spot of food. We're just doing the washing up, and then we're heading out to a frith blot
Yep.
at about 8:15 around the big central fireplace. I'm kind of hoping the rain holds off tonight, because I could really do with a nice dry pack down in the morning.
Yeah.
I'd quite like it if it didn't carry, if it didn't rain, because wet tents, not fun.
Yeah, no, not fun. Admittedly, the forecast isn't overly promising.
It isn't, but I'd kind of like it not to.
Yeah.
I could go for that right now. Packing the tent down, we've got quite a large tent, and packing it down dry is challenging enough. Packing it down wet is a total nightmare.
It's just miserable.
Yeah, so we are kind of now looking forward to going and doing the Blot, the fire Blot, which will be in about 20 minutes' time.
Yep.
After that, there's a spot of entertainment, which we quite like the idea of.
We do.
Might
be a spot of rum as well.
There might be a spot of rum again. We'll not put the links to the rum in the description, but we might put the links to the entertainment and the bands that we've heard.
Just search Captain Morgan, it'll be fine. Other rums are available.
Thank you. We're supposed to be convincing them that we aren't total lushers.
Who said that?
I did. I've got, ambassadorial duties and everything.
Well, you're not a total lush.
No, you're lush enough for both of us.
I can't be bothered trying to convince anybody I'm not.
So we just thought we'd do a quick check-in. We've got a couple of workshops we want to attend tomorrow, but we're hoping that we'll get up early enough to pack down.
Cows!
There are cows. I don't know whether you can hear the cows, because otherwise they could be mystery cows.
Sorry,
we're kind of hoping that we can get up nice and early tomorrow and it's dry and we can do the total pack down and then go to 2 or 3 workshops.
Yep.
Before we zoom on back.
Yeah.
Which, I'm kind of not sure I'm looking forward to that part, really.
Zooming back?
I'd kind of like to stay here.
It is a lovely glade.
Yeah, we're sat in quite a large glade, about 50 metres across, give or take.
Yeah.
It's got an oak tree and a holly tree right in the centre of it. We're surrounded by huge mature oak trees, silver birch, beech trees. There's a little bit of laughter from across the way, which is always a lovely sound. And this is one of 3 camping areas. This is the smallest of the 3 camping areas. And it's, in theory, it's the quiet zone.
And it is. I mean, you can hear people.
Yes.
But there's no raucousness. There's no, apart from me, obviously.
Lush.
A good way of. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Calethin.
Yes.
You may not be. If any of you have played EverQuest or EverQuest 2,
there's a wee city in there called Calethin.
There's a city originally a city of the Wood Elves, later of the Fae, and it's called Calethin, and it's built out of big platforms up on the trees. Well, this isn't on big platforms, but it's got exactly the same vibe to it.
Yes, it's very, very quiet, very still. We saw a dragonfly earlier this afternoon.
We did.
We've heard some kind of bird of prey. We've heard an owl at night going skittering through. We saw a frog yesterday.
I still maintain we've heard an owl in the middle of the afternoon.
Quite possibly.
There was definitely an owl hooting in the middle of the afternoon. I'm not sure why.
So we are currently surrounded by massive oak trees, silver birch, ferns, holly trees.
Tents.
The odd tent, but...
Not that many, actually.
Yeah, not on this particular part of the site. But if you walk back towards the main site, you come across an area that's about twice this size. And that's the Fox camping ground.
Yeah.
And then you come across the big area that's right opposite the main marquees, which is about 3 times the size of Fox.
In fact, in a minute, when we've stopped recording this and we've done the washing up, before we walk up the site, I'm going to video the glade.
That would be awesome.
And then when I finish videoing the glade, I'm going to video the walk up to the site.
Walk up to the main site.
To the thing,
so we can show you what it looks like, and that will hopefully tell you in pictures and not words why we really don't want to pack up tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't want to pack up.
So we're going to get on with the washing up now.
Okay.
And we will talk to you all in a bit, probably sometime tomorrow, either in between the lectures or at some point, if it's total disaster and it rains tomorrow and we can't pack up, we might be doing a bit of recording while we wait for it to all dry out.
Yep.
Again. Good news, my hoodie dried out this afternoon. I am very excited. I've got it back on again.
It's either that or we
pack up now and sleep in the car. Yeah, No.
It's a tiny car, so
It's
probably
a very,
not.
very tiny car. You put all the camping kit in there as well, it gets very, very cosy.
It does indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we will talk to you all in a bit, hopefully tomorrow, for our last reports from the site.
Have a spiffing time of it in the meantime, and we'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Welcome to our last part of the update from the Asgardian Festival. We're actually sat around the fire pit. You can probably hear it crackling in the background. There's wind through the trees. It's kind of a nice sort of chilled out feeling for the last bit of the last day of the festival.
Yeah.
It stopped raining, which we quite like.
It did stop raining. That was good. It's been quite sunny today.
It's been quite sunny today,
Yeah.
and we've already packed down and had breakfast, and we've spent this morning doing runic stance meditations and Galder, which has left us both feeling very, very chilled out.
Which was a bit of a new experience for me, I've got to
yeah,
say.
but a good thing. Good thing.
Yeah. Oh, there goes the fire a bit.
Yeah, so you'll hear the fire sound will now change. But we're sat.
Wow, look at that.
We're sat around the fire pit, just kind of having a bit of a moment
Yeah.
as our last bit of time here at the camp. Last night's entertainment was amazing.
Oh, fabulous. Let's see if we can find them on YouTube.
We will find them on YouTube or find their website, and we will send you a link through in the description. As always, check them out. They are absolutely incredible live.
Some fantastic harmonies.
Yeah, some utterly fantastic harmonies and sounds and evocation almost of us all, the entire marquee being transported to somewhere else,
It really was.
which was, we were 200 odd heathens packed into a fairly small marquee, packed shoulder to shoulder, and it felt totally safe. It felt totally comfortable. It felt absolutely right, and I think that's what I want to take away from this weekend, is that I have had such a feeling of companionship here,
Yes.
of
Yes.
Frith here.
And as this being the first time I've been to a specifically heathen festival, I have to say, completely different vibe.
From pagan weekends and
Yeah. Just so safe. Yeah. Safe. Such a sense of community that I don't know. I can't say. I don't know what I really expected, but very, very much of an impact.
Yes.
In that respect.
Yeah. I think
And I'm covered in soot.
you're covered in ash because the wind's just changed direction.
Ash. That's what I meant. Ash.
It's fine.
Although actually, I think quite a lot of it's oak.
Yes.
Ah.
So yeah, we just thought we'd give you a last update before we look at coming off the site. The car is packed. We're just having our last wanders
Ready
round.
to go.
We are ready to go. We just wanted to say we've had the most amazing time here at Asgardia.
Yeah, and should anybody be listening who was also at Asgardia or who was involved in running this festival or making it work, just want to say thank you.
Did an utterly fantastic
You've done a
job.
grand job. It's been really good.
Yeah, it's been utterly, utterly amazing. And for my first time here, what an experience. If you've never been to Asgardia or you've never thought about coming to it, consider coming next year.
Oh, and if you do a search for the Asgardian Heathen Festival, do search for the Asgardian Heathen Festival. If you just search for Asgardia, you'll end up with the people who are going to go and live on a space station.
Which could be an interesting experience.
It could.
But, if you're looking for the Heathen Festival...
As far as I know, they don't come to this scout camp.
No. And to say this is a scout camp, it's about as far away from a playing field and soggy tents as you can get. Although we've had the odd soggy tent come through this afternoon, but the camping areas are all linked by pathways through woods, so you can just meander.
Yeah.
about, and we have had the most amazing weekend. So this is your roving reporters
Yep.
signing off from Asgardia for the last time for this year, and we are so looking forward to coming back next year.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, definitely.
All right.
Talk to you later.
Bye bye.